Can y'all hear me? Okay. Lord have mercy. So now, how do I get the link for y'all? I'm trying to see. Oh, I think I pressed this 3 little buttons before. Let me see. Yep, copy link. Click on that and see if that's the link, guys. I can't hear anything though. Can y'all try clicking the link?
Hi, Millie.
Hey, Truthy.
All right, they'll come up when they click the link so we could get started.
You don't know what I've been through. Let me share my story with you. All the things that he brought me through. The stormy days and my rainy days. You don't know all the tears I've cried. Things I've kept bottled up inside. Trying my best to be strong, waiting on God and holding on. You don't know what I have to endure, and you wonder why I'm so sure. Yeah. Never lets me down. He's always around, even when I can't see. Don't know how many times I prayed over and over. My situation didn't change. Never change. Just wait. Felt like it was the end. You came and you did it again. You did it again. And made a way for you. You find everyone that got to you. Yeah. And he's the reason. Don't know. You don't know. You don't know. You Just don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Tell somebody you just don't know. Hey, don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Just don't know. Just don't know. You don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Oh Lord. Don't know. Let me tell you my testimony. I started singing at the age of 5. My mother put me on the stage. I was so terrified. I didn't know then. God had a plan for me. Singing all over the world. It kept me chasing me. But it's my story. And I'm gonna have you. It's a mistake. I'm talking about the just don't know.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Millie. Hey, y'all.
Now, where you
Hey,
be at?
She
Do
coming.
anybody? Oh, she's coming. Okay.
can y'all hear
Yeah,
me?
go ahead. Get started. The people been waiting. We can get started.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yeah, I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you. Yes.
Okay. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Bam.
All right. So I'm going to begin by just saying this. Nobody can use my daughter debt against me. Next. Moving along. So yesterday, actually on the 9th, made 5 years since my daughter was unalive. Yesterday, the night made 5 years since she was unalive. And I actually was in the state where she was unalived. Grandbaby got to see her dad. And I actually went up to the complex where she was unalive and just, hung out and just Lord. And just remember our good times. So this live today, we not gonna really focus on my daughter, but it has a part to play in what happened to her. So my live is about, should inmates that unallow someone have the same privileges as other inmates, or should they be locked away in solitary confinement until they serve their time?
I'll go first. Or you want to go first?
Oh, I could go first. I feel like in my situation, I feel like the guy that unalived my daughter should be in solitary confinement for the whole remainder of his sentence. I feel like, honestly, I feel like they shouldn't even have the privilege to call a family member, give visits, or anything like that.
Mm.
And I've learned that, I believe last year sometime, he actually got married. And I kind of feel like he not suffering, like he's still living life.
Tuh. He's
That's
suffering. Trust me.
that's
He's suffering. Trust. Smiling just because he
so what's your
was
take on it? Should inmates that unalive someone just be in solitary confinement while doing their time, or should they still be able to see their loved one, speak to their loved one,
stuff like
get
that.
married and do all this stuff? Like I feel like all them privileges should depending on the situation, be
Yeah,
taken away from them.
be revoked. Yeah, because you take a life so you don't get death row. If you don't get death row, even with death row, some people die in there from natural causes, getting sick or whatever, because death row could take a long time, right? My thing is this, like you said, depending the situation. Some people are in there for like involuntary self-defense, things of that nature. I think it really depends on the crime, but you got to understand, if it's a crime that somebody pled guilty to, like this type of situation, and it's like, yeah, I did it, I pled guilty. In certain states, you got dudes getting 30 years for a murder that they pled guilty to, and they did it and it wasn't self-defense, right? That's a slap in the face, right? I don't care if he's going to be 70, 80 when he get parole. He still gets to people, 80-year-olds living their life every day, a full-blown life, all right? So you come out at 80 years old, you still got a couple more years to live with your family. But they don't, in certain states, they don't give out a lot of time. So I feel like if that's the situation, you murder someone for whatever reason. um, I feel like if you was a gang banger and somebody got caught up in crossfire, but you was the gunman, especially with those small amount of years, I do think you should live every day in solitary confinement with no privileges. No, you should not have any privileges after doing that. It's unfair.
So is this an eye for an eye approach? Like,
I I want to say no, because if you change the nature of the events, if the nature of the events change, once the nature of the events change, and it was kind of like, okay, it was self defense, so woo, woo, woo,
hmm
my perspective is definitely going to change on it. This is
right.
not something that I just assume. You got some people doing time for stuff that they didn't do. You got some people doing time. You know how many guys like got life and ended up being able to sue because they came out and it was found out they had a dirty cop on the case or something like that. So you do have people that's not even supposed to be in there, and I think that would be inhumane, that a person who's not guilty of this crime is in there and they have to live like that. So I really do think it depends on the provisions of the situation.
So to play devil's advocate, to take someone's um that's been locked up, committed this particular type of crime, we would be we, the people, not myself, but the people would be taking away that person's human rights, right? And I get the human right of the senseless um I'm trying to be careful with my words, but the senseless removal of another person, right? Heinous crime. But then the people, society would look at it like, well, these people have a right too. And they should be afforded the ability to live comfortable. And I'm not saying this is my view. I'm just looking at it like from, some society's point of view. They
Mhm.
feel like they should be able to have, a certain, not I don't want to call it a quality of life, but some sort of, something that, if it's conjugal visits or a marriage, they should be able to have that. Why can't they have that?
They lost that when they took the life of another person.
Yeah, that's what I feel too. So put yourself in my shoes, Mika, right?
Hmm.
Someone unalive your child,
Oh
right?
no, I'm
Don't
there.
don't
I'm
look
there
at
with
it
you,
as
Millie.
if don't look at it as if okay, they already got time, so just let them serve their time. I
Right.
feel like them still breeding, even though he got 45 years, I still feel like that's not enough.
That's not
For
enough.
me, for me, I feel like I also want him not breathing. You get what I'm saying? He didn't get the death sentence. There's nothing I could do about that. But while he's doing his time, I feel like he should be in solitary confinement suffering, right? I
Right.
don't feel like they should have even let him get married because I feel like even though he's behind bars, he's still living his life. My sister brought up a good point to me when I asked her this question. She told me, look at it from all around. She said, what if it was one of our brothers or a family member that was in the same predicament? Wouldn't we want to still speak to our family member? And I was like, true. But being as what happened to me, that's just how I'm feeling at this time.
Well,
Yeah.
no, understand that, I'm not saying that that's my view at all. I'm just looking at it from, the opposing view of or statement that somebody else would say. And it is a difference depending on the connection. How, this is a child. The other scenario that you said your sister gave was a brother, or, or a
Or
cousin or an uncle,
yeah, or even your own son. If your own
or,
son took somebody's
right.
life and you're his mother, you would still want to see him and love him. But I understand where
Hmm.
you're coming from, especially in your case, Jamila, because
Oh, that's a good
man had
point. Wow.
already done taken a life. He'd already taken a life before and just got out of prison. Like I don't feel like he deserved to get married and all of that stuff. But there's other people in prison, like mothers who've killed the rapists of their child or something like that. Or you know what
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something like that. There's a whole different case of, where somebody was convicted of homicide, but they killed somebody because, you know, they did. I just don't think people like that should suffer like that, but there's different degrees, but
Can I
And I
ask
would
a
say
question?
for let me say this, when for this particular situation for this person, excuse me, I'm with you. I think he should be in solitary confinement. What do they get, like an hour a day, and that's just to come out, shower, eat, and go back in
No, some people are out all. Some
for
Yeah,
do
some
them
is
out all
solitary.
in.
day.
Yeah,
And I
some
No,
think
don't
it
get
for
out
depends
at
on the
all.
state.
solitary. For solitary, no. Yeah, solitary they come out for 1 hour. I thought you meant in general.
No, 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 solitary, 1 hour, and it may depend on the state too, but
Yeah.
or the facility that they're in. But no, I don't agree. I don't think that he should have those type of luxuries.
So basically, what Jamila is saying, the punishment don't fit the crime.
right. I agree with her
Right.
on
Uh-huh.
that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Do they have the death penalty in your state, Millie?
Well, it happened in West Virginia.
Okay.
Not sure if they have the death penalty or not, but they was telling me basically like
I don't think they
he was
do.
46, so they looking at it as like he got 45 years. That's already life.
Wait a
Mm-hmm.
That's
minute.
like life.
Life.
Wait a minute. How old was he?
46.
What?
That's a damn shame.
Mm-hmm.
And that's his second homicide though, because he had just gotten out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. We talk.
Wow.
And I had
I don't
learned
think. I think
that
he should be under the jail.
yeah, I had learned that actually at sentencing that he had actually he didn't go in for killing unaliving someone, but he did unalive someone while doing his first time around. Mm-hmm.
Mm. So he unalived someone while he was incarcerated
Yes.
inside
And
the
they let that fool out?
Yes.
What was
Yep.
the first time was the first time self-defense?
I have no idea because I just they happen to just say that sentencing. I don't know the
So how
extent
many
of
do you know how many years he did for his first time around?
no, that I
Okay.
don't know.
Wow. Well, at
So
46, no telling how many years he did.
He
right,
Jeez.
could have
and
been in
then
there
he
for the first 20 years.
Yeah, he could have done more than 20 years. He could have been a teenager and killed somebody or even in his 20s.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Can I
mm,
yeah,
ask you?
so
I want to ask I want to flip the question really quick. And Mika just made a light bulb go off in my head a second ago with what was she saying. So now the tables turned. It's your child, right? How
Right.
would y'all feel if it was your child doing a crime like that? Would you throw your child away?
Oh boy.
Damn, Truthy.
I know I wouldn't.
You
I
wouldn't?
I absolutely know I wouldn't. I know that if my child had done something like that, I would believe that they should pay the price for their crime, but I wouldn't feel like I would be one of the punishers. You know what I'm saying? I'm still your mother. I still love you, although I hate what you did. I despise what you did. I still don't. But listen, think about this scenario. What if it was your child that took another one of your child's life?
Mm.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh. Wait, you
mm.
before that, I need to go around the table. I want to hear all their answers before we get to that.
If it was my child, I don't think I wouldn't like give up on my child. Like you, I kind of agree with you, P. Like, yeah, I would definitely feel like they have to suffer the consequences of what they did. But I don't think I would give up on. I just don't think a mother could give up on their child. Well, I don't know. We seen what happened in the queso case, so. But I don't think a mother could give up on her child regardless of what they do. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I know for myself, I don't think I would give up. I mean, maybe I don't. Oh.
It's funny that you said that, UP, because when his mother got up to speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said that. She said that, and I still don't get it, but I guess she said that we both lost someone because she lost her son, right? Because he committed that crime. So now he's been put away for 45 years or what's not. But to me, I'm like,
You didn't lose shit.
you're right. You could still visit him and what's not. But I don't know what her thought process was, because she said that I actually was coming in here to say something different and to see the pain in the family face and the mother and me crying and stuff. She changed what she was gonna say. And she was just basically like, that's her son and she still love him even though what he did.
Yeah. Your love don't
You
change
you
overnight.
know, it's a psychological thing as well. Even though, like she said, we both lost a child. And on the outside looking in, we can say you didn't lose shit because he did that. But again, this is a woman that birthed him. So it's psychologically fucking with her as well. Cause she still gotta walk down the street. She still gotta go to the grocery store. And she still have to question, where did I go wrong?
Go wrong. Right,
What did
Joy. I'm
I do?
I
right.
agree, but that's his second
Right.
time doing that, so she should be familiar with that. Because if
Well,
he
not no
he
no
put
no no
somebody in
no
prison,
no because
I'm talking about the
and in
second.
my position, I have 4 children. That means I'm gonna have to deal with every one of their actions after whatever they do. And I think that's a little unfair, but I'm still their mother.
Right.
So it it this is
It is,
sticky.
but some people really raise psychopaths. Some people raise serial illers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So so I think, because Joy was hitting on something I was going to say. Uh, I don't want it might get too deep, but then environment plays a part in it. How were
Yeah.
they raised? Was their mother present, not present? What was the
yeah,
circumstances? So I don't want to say it's kind of hard to answer that question, because each parent will be able to assess their own situation. So if it was my child that had committed this crime, um, part of me would say, no, I'm not throwing my child away, but I'm not going. I'm gonna be locked up with you,
we here to
right?
go deep, baby. We ain't here to be shallow. Go deep.
I'm gonna be locked up. I'm gonna be locked up with you because you're my child, right?
Right.
And I will bear the burden of, where did I go wrong? What happened? Did I not see the signs? When when you were younger, when you were doing certain things, and I thought it was like, oh, that's just a phase, or getting into school and getting in trouble and things like that. You know what I mean? Like I would be mentally locked up, even though they may be physically locked up. I would be mentally locked up with them. But at the same time,
Mm.
if I feel like I didn't do this, you
Right.
chose that, you chose to do that. I'm not throwing away my child, but I may not want to be locked up with you.
You could ask where you went wrong all you want. You're not the only parent though either.
This
Yeah.
is true, but if you're the only parent that sees that child, right?
Hmm.
But you can't stay locked up for a child when you have other children. You it
He
says,
was grown and
especially
Right.
he knew what he was doing.
psychologically, and the way that Millie's daughter died, she died with bullets to her back. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Right.
Mm.
that's not like you basically,
Intentional.
yeah, you didn't give anybody a chance. Like she didn't see this coming. That's
Well,
the
And that
actually, not to cut
sure.
you off, UP. Actually, it wasn't to her back. Grandbaby, the one who got hit in her lower back twice when
okay.
she was 3.
Okay.
Daughter got hit in her legs, dropped to the floor. He went over her close range and
Oh my God. Okay.
just,
Yeah, yeah.
several times, just multiple times. So to me, he wanted her unalive. Why? I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Would you be anyway, let me would you be my answer to that question is no, I would still love my kid. I wouldn't throw them away. I would send commissary and things like that. But I would be ashamed of my child, would you?
Oh
I would
God.
be ashamed of myself.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
That would be, oh, you know what I would be? I would be, ooh, I think I would just have so much, oh, I just would have so much shame when I looked at the mother and the father or the people
Yeah.
that loved that person that my child, I would feel humiliated around them,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
around
Yeah.
them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just, oh, just the thought. Mm.
Yeah. And that's what I wanted to like provoke those thoughts from you guys and kind of flip it the other way and see because a lot of people don't think of it that way. They just think of the victim's family, right? They never think like if you can flip it and what if it was your kid, vice versa. I don't think people really think of that and how they would. How would you want to be treated if it was your child? How would you want to be treated? Because I know that I had a trial with a cousin of mine. He did lose the trial and got 80 years, right? And the family automatically will attack the family of the person. And I don't see myself attacking that person's family members because of what he did.
Oh,
Now, it's one thing when you get to showing up to that courthouse with them free so and so shirts on. That's saying you want smoke. I think it's disrespectful. But I don't have a bad word. I'm not screaming out free my cousin on nobody's social media. If my cousin is the one that did wrong, I think that's utterly disrespectful, arrogant, and ignorant to do. So how would you handle that? Like, when it
I
comes to
wanted
the
to
person's
say
family.
the family. Oh, believe me, the family gets smoke. You see how little the Nazir Harrison aunties got skinny. Them was some big
No,
back,
they
but
no, I'm
didn't have
they
asking
a
about you.
blessing.
I want
They had a,
no. But what I'm saying, with the effects of the family,
oh yeah.
they will get attacked. The family of the person who did whatever they did to whoever they done, those families still get attacked. Either you
no.
gonna deal
I'm
with it,
asking you
live with it,
guys
or
though.
move on.
This no. This is what I'm asking y'all individually. As you being the mother, how would you treat the family members at court dates, just in general? Would you be upset with them? Would you attack them?
Oh,
Would you hurl insults at them in the court hallway? Like,
think
how would you?
No,
I think
they
I
wouldn't
think
know. I
I think
wouldn't.
I think that if the family of the person that did it, if they're being disrespect, I don't know. I think maybe if they're like or in their defense, it would probably make me feel some type of way. I don't think that maybe I would like just be disrespectful to them, but if they're just being blatant disrespectful, I think maybe it's it is what it is. But if I think maybe that if just hearing them be in defense, knowing that what their family member did was dead ass wrong and they pled guilty or whatever the case may be, then I think maybe it
I
it is
asked
what
that.
it is.
I asked that because at my cousin's trial, they had to usher us in a private door. That's how bad the boy family was trying to get at us. We had to go in private cars, like private cop cars, during the trial. And even some of my family started keeping certain of younger family members home because that's how bad they were trying to get at us. And we had to get usher in the back door and we had to get usher out of the back door
Mm.
because the
I don't,
family was on go. Like they were at us and we weren't being mean. We weren't trying to be cocky. We was just there for that family member.
So I think the question will lead to what you asking will go into how do you treat ignorance?
well, you know what? I think you kind of be angry with the family too. Why? I don't know. But I know when his mom tried to like apologize to me, like she was like, I'm so sorry that this happened. And I brushed her off. I didn't want her apology.
Right. Right.
And she
I feel
really
it.
didn't do nothing. But I feel like I'm angry with everybody. I don't know, but it's just that
I
feeling
think
like,
I think it's the fact that you're at the court date. I feel like you at the court date, so you support what he did. Is that true? No. That
yes,
may not be true, but
yes,
in your mindset, you lost your child to him. So in your mindset, it's like you're here to support him. You're supporting what he did. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
she wasn't at none of his court hearing until sentencing.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
He had
Goes
no
back to
family
environment.
member, no family
I would have went
member,
everywhere.
no nothing
I would.
showed up until sentencing. And the only person showed up on sentencing was his mama. No other
Oh,
family member came at all.
look at the
Nobody
details.
wanted to be connected to him.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
probably wanted to be because you might become a target too. So I can understand that. I can, but if I was the mom, I would have been there. Every hearing, everything, I would have been
You
there.
would have?
She
Yes, I would
wasn't. She
have.
came to the sentencing.
It wouldn't have been about
But
it. It wouldn't. To me, even though my child did something so heinous, I would not want him to look out into that audience and see only people that wanted to
That was
see
against
him
them.
die. You know what I'm saying? I just
Hmm.
wouldn't have wanted.
Oh.
I would have
Okay.
just
That's deep. Okay.
I would have just wanted him to be able just to lay his eyes on me or something. You know what I'm saying? Just to know that I brought you here and I'm gonna be here,
I'm
for
gonna
him
see you
till I'm not
through.
here anymore,
Hmm.
So I'm just because you can't
Damn.
once they're in the system, you can't protect them. You can't, you
Right.
know, you can't talk to them when you want to. When they first go in, it's a couple of months before you even get to talk to them at all. Especially when they're first when they first go into prison. They go
what's
into quarantine and all of that stuff for 2 months, I think. Like,
Now,
what's crazy is not to cut you off, Mika. They
Mm-hmm.
had
That's
him
okay.
in PC his whole time when he got caught on the first day, like an hour or two later,
Damn.
right? They caught him. They was out there looking for him. They caught him, right? An hour or two later. But they had him in protective custody from the time he went in there. So
Mm-hmm.
to me, I'm like, what the hell is y'all trying to protect him for? Y'all know what he
Uh-huh.
did? He almost took two life. Thank God one was
Yep.
spared.
yeah.
Yep.
And this was a baby. She was 3 at the time. So I'm
But they
looking at like why y'all got him in, to me is like I've always felt like y'all protecting this,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yep. You
crazy
see how
stuff.
they let Jarvis Butts wear a mask? I think that was crazy work to let him wear a mask every single court day. I thought that was so unfair.
well, do y'all remember or did you watch the Daryl Brooks court case?
I
The
thought they
guy
let him wear a mask because he had gotten beaten up.
That he was wearing it from day one. I don't. Yeah, no, I don't
Yeah.
think so. He
So,
was wearing
so
it
what
from day one.
about JB's case? A lot of people don't know that they had reported that he had been sexually assaulted 2 days before he took his life.
Oh,
Yeah, that's been in the Facebook
oh,
groups and everything. The family has been coming out like telling like some of the things that have happened to him in jail because he hadn't even gotten out
okay.
of prison yet. That he had been sexually assaulted 2 days before
Oh,
life. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, a little bit of justice was served right there. A little, what's that?
Yeah.
Appetizer.
Right, right, right.
What Millie want for her daughter. You know what I'm saying? And I get
Yeah,
what
type shit.
I understand where Millie is coming from. Like, I want you to suffer. You not only did unalive my daughter, you wounded my granddaughter, traumatized my granddaughter. That's something,
Mhm.
unfortunately, that, you know,
This brings me to Bam. This brings me to that case me and Bam covered, right? With the Queso trial. The family was there. I felt so bad for the victim's family because the family, the villains, it was two boys on trial with that case. They were made to look like superstars because the boy Younger Nace was backing them and paying for their lawyers. They did the whole, not everybody, don't get me wrong, but I will say at least 80% of social media was in support of them. They were looked at like superstars. So all of their family being there out of support outnumbered the victim's family. The victim's family really, they had a lot of family, but they were outnumbered. People really wanted them boys to get off because of who they were. They didn't care about what they did. It was a lot of commissary being sent, money being sent for lawyers, get them. I seen a lot of posts that bring them boys home. It was a lot of that, all because of status. How cruel was that? That they had to sit in there and listen to people hit the stand and lie. Queso's sister hit the stand and lied. People got on the stand and lied and did everything they can to get him off after the gruesome shit he did. His family didn't even speak, apologize, no nothing. They felt like they didn't owe the family shit. And don't get me wrong, they don't. But it was the being dripped and designer from head to toe to go to trial for me.
Right.
It's
mm,
arrogant. And I didn't like the way it looked at all. It was pretty messed up.
Because of the name that because of the name that they allegedly have in the streets and
That's what
the
I
street
say.
because the streets back them up. You understand what I'm
Yep,
saying? Like the street was the streets. It wasn't just the people, the communities. No, it was at the streets. Like
yep,
and it was just it was just raw and rugged.
yeah,
Like it just it. I don't agree with that
yeah.
case at all. Like and to be honest, I really don't. And the whole outcome of the case, to be honest, I think Queso should have got a lot more time. Even though life is as far as you could go. I just wish it could have been long. Like I don't know because he was so young and they've got away with a lot. Just
A lot.
like Millie, how dude had already murdered somebody or whatever the case may be. Queso had just murdered a 16-year-old boy
Yep.
in broad daylight. You understand what
And
I'm saying?
everybody
And
knew it,
then
everybody.
and then went and made songs about it, went and
Yeah,
made jerseys, made t-shirts with the boy's face on it and everything, mocked the boy's mama and everything.
yeah. The mother couldn't
Just
even log into social media without seeing people supporting what them boys
the
did
death
to
of
her
her son.
son. Come
Exactly.
on now.
And
Like,
I feel like I honestly feel like Millie, if I I feel like if this is
I
so
don't know
hard.
how true this is, but she did say to the judge, it's unfair to me that because of what my son did, that my life was targeted. I don't know whoever targeted her, if somebody really went after. I don't know because I didn't reside in that state anymore. So I was coming in, just going to court and then leaving back out. So I don't know if anybody ever put any threats on her. I don't know, but that's what she said, that she was in fear for her life.
they probably did because your grandbaby was like your
yeah,
daughter was defenseless, and your
yeah,
grandbaby was shot too. They probably did threaten her
yeah,
and his life, and that's probably why
yeah.
he was in protective custody. That's
People
probably
that you don't even know, Jamila,
yeah.
people that you
I
don't
get
know
that.
from a can of paint
They don't
was
like that.
was
Baby killers.
riding for you without you even knowing it. They didn't have to know you. It was the action. They didn't care who you was. They didn't care who grandbaby was. How dare you do that to, that female and her daughter. So we coming. And they didn't call you and say, hey, we got your back. No, they just went and did whatever it was they did and was gonna do.
Yeah, a lot of people believe in street justice, you know.
Just like when we watch things go viral, like the Nazaya, like a lot of people are attached to that case. Kanika Jenkins, people are get attached to these cases without knowing the family whatsoever. It ain't never. I'm not out here fighting. I'm fighting for the cause, not you directly. So and so was dead wrong. So people fought for you or did things to his family that you know nothing about and you don't know them. It was the principle of the situation.
Yeah, because when I got out there, I
And
didn't
you
even
shouldn't know
know.
because it's not your
Because when I got out
burden.
there,
It's
I
not your
didn't
burden
even know.
there. You
Right? They
should.
was having a little memorials for her when I got out there up on the complex where she was unalive. When I tell you, I don't know if you look at the video, truthly, but it was two long sidewalks, and they was full with candles and pictures and flowers and balloons, and I was just like, wow, just blown away. Like I
Yeah.
seen people put out balloons and pictures and stuff, but never like that. Like two full long sidewalks up on the
Yeah.
complex where she was unalive. Like she was
He
loved. You
was
get what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it was just
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
and
It's
this had to be strangers or probably people she knew, but
yeah.
it was just like the love. The love was crazy.
yeah. That's why he was in PC, girl. And
Yeah,
that's why
right.
nobody came to his trial. Because they didn't want to get, they did not want to get that retribution laid upon them.
Are you going to visit your child? And now you said you're going to support him. Bam says she going to support her child.
I'm
With
no, I'm
that
not.
support, are you going to visit? 20 years
No,
don't go by, right? You ain't seen your child in 20 years. Are you
I'm
Nope,
going to visit?
I'm
no,
not.
no,
No.
I'm not. No.
I'm not.
Yeah, I think I might like make sure he have commentary and stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna visit him.
I'm
I might
visiting.
I
accept
I
the
think
kind
phone
of want
call.
him to understand what he did, right? What he did
Yeah.
to
I think I
me.
Accept the
will.
phone call, but I'm not sending commissary, and I'm definitely not going to see you. I might accept maybe one phone call. I mean, I might write a letter,
And
but
restrictions.
I would definitely know. I would do if I'm gonna, accept the situation for what it is and still support my child. I'm definitely gonna send commissary, right? Um, and I think I would go for a visit every few years. It won't be often, but every 10 years or so. I still want to see what my child look like. The older they get, I do. I'm curious. That's
in the
still my
prison
child.
picture.
Yeah, it's still my. I don't mind that too. You could send a picture, but it is still my blood. That's my child. I birthed him. You
So,
know.
Sam, why wouldn't you visit?
Because I just, at the end of the day, I just feel like as years were to go by, and the more that it would sit on my heart that I know my child did this, I think it would just give me a more of a bad taste in my mouth for my child. I don't know. Like, I don't know really how to explain it. Like, I just really think that maybe in the beginning I feel like, okay, maybe I would support, but as time goes by and it sinks into your mind of what your child really did, like, I don't know. I don't think it's right. And maybe they would have my support with what you say restrictions, UP.
Well, yeah. I would
Because
go
he
visit.
did it not once but twice.
Yeah,
So I
see, Millie,
feel
that's
like
something
at
else
this
too.
point, and then she was 22. You a whole grown man. Why you getting in female business? Like, nah. I feel like
And would it
nah.
would it be now if it was if it was my child and this was the second time? Oh yeah, you can kick rocks. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like at the end of the day, now if it was the first time and depending on the situation of how it happened, why it happened, or whatever, but in this situation and it's the second time, oh yeah, I'm definitely not supporting that. I'm sorry,
Now,
but I'm not.
I'm going to say this. I have to say this, and y'all, please, I want all of y'all honesty on this. It really
Mhm.
depends on what age he was when he went into prison, what he went into prison for, because incarceration changes people. And sometimes you have to learn that survival, and you have to become a
Yeah.
beast in order to survive. So if he
Yeah.
went in at, say he went in as a juvenile, and he might have
13.
started
Yeah, 13.
he might
Yep.
have started his case as a juvenile, and then once he turned 18, he got transferred to an adult prison.
So
That's
yeah.
still a
Hmm.
child going
Yep.
into prison. That's still a child going into
Yeah.
prison. And then you have to
I knew better
survive,
before he went and did the bullshit he did too.
right?
Yeah,
But
but it's a child. That's why children are not sentenced as adults and stuff like that. When it's a child, their brain is not fully developed.
exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if it, and when you are a child and you're thrust into a system, that's what you be, that becomes your survival mechanism. Like, what, how am I going to survive this? How am I going to get through it? Even as an adult, you have to change your way of thinking, your way of acting, everything. So for when Millie said that he killed somebody in jail, like, now I really want to know more about the case, because I want to know how old he was when he went to jail the first time. We might need to
I,
do a part 2 on this
I'm
one.
glad you said that, UP. I'm so glad you said that because, don't get mad at me, y'all. But because it happened in jail and he was able to get out and stuff like that, I feel like, I don't know, like we said, we would have to do more research. We might need a part 2 because I need more information on that. Because a lot of the times when something like that happens in jail and they end up coming out and not having to get 40, 50 years, more than likely it may have been self defense. Don't
Right.
get mad with
Right.
me, but the
I agree
first
with that.
time may not, just because he did it a second time don't mean he did it the second time intentionally, but that don't mean that was the case the first time though.
And
If it
yeah,
was, that's a different,
it hardens. It
different
hard.
boat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can agree with that, Truthy. If not, if it was, if it, like I just said, it depends on like the situation, and yeah, it depends on the situation. Not, but if it was twice on just some straight up bullshit, I just, yeah, no, I can't fuck with it. And for him
right.
to have already did that and then be able to get out and then turn around and do it again, yeah, fuck you, bruh.
Yeah. Fuck the
Fuck you.
justice system. Where's the
Yeah,
justice?
right.
Like,
Yeah, for real. Where's the real justice?
Well,
My
we don't know how much time he served. He could have probably been in there, probably had to do 7 years or something, and end up probably got another 10 years. Because, like y'all said, we don't know what age he went in there.
yeah.
And then he was in his 40s when he came out, because they said he had literally just came out, because they gave him 40 years for unaliving my daughter. Then the 5 years was for a felon with a firearm and my grandbaby getting hit in her lower back. But I heard it depends where you get hit. That's how they charge you, or whatever the case might be, which is stupid to me.
wow.
Very
Like, he should have
stupid.
got
That's a
40
West
years for
Virginia
both.
law.
Yeah, that's the
Hmm.
He should
baby.
have got attempted for your grandbaby. Like, that should
Exactly.
have been a whole.
Yes, I felt like he should have got time for Nate, and he should have got a different amount of time. Like, I'm like, why they putting the 5 years with a felon carrying a firearm? Like, nah, he should have got time for the baby getting hit, time for Nate, and then separate time for a felon with a firearm.
Absolutely, Millie. I agree 100%.
2 life sentences.
Absolutely. Even though for a life sentence for the attempted murder of the baby.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's a baby.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. This is, ooh. Well, what do y'all think about the siblings? Like, if one sibling takes another sibling's life, what do you think, as being a parent of the killer and the person that was killed? A lady at my old church, do y'all know what she struggled with? Y'all, this is a lady at my church. She gave her testimony. This was years ago, though. She was visiting her son in prison. Her son killed her mother.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
killed her mother in her sleep. She was
That's
What?
out of
cold.
town.
Damn.
Yeah. She was out of
Damn.
town. I remember her testimony so vividly. She was out of town on a business trip, and she said that her son he was young, and he had took some some sort of hallucinogenic or something like that, killed her mother in her sleep and went to bed, went to sleep.
In the same house.
Yeah.
KW, she just UP just said it. KW said, "What about you? If your child?" It's some. I don't know if y'all paid. There's some good comments in here. They really talking that shit in these comments. What?
KW12, you might even know the story because KW12 knows about Detroit. And this lady gave her testimony in the church in Detroit, in a church in Detroit. I'm not even gonna say her name,
Oh
but
shit.
they might know that same story because that happened, here
That's a
in
tough
And
one. That's a
yeah.
she
tough
went to
one.
visit him. She went to visit him.
She
UP.
was always visiting him, always.
Mm,
She
Okay,
she
so
she said that she did not blame her son for her mother's murder. It took her years though. She said that she prayed on it, she grieved, and she said that she basically lost her son, but she said that she blamed the drug that he took because that wasn't her child. She said she knows
oh
that it was whatever hallucinogenic that he took that made him do that to his um her mother.
grandmother.
How does
Yeah,
I
she know that
believe
he
I
didn't take
believe
that drug just to be able to do it?
I believe if he really did take a drug, a hallucinogenic, because what will do that to you? I had a cousin like beat his mom down to the ground because he was dusted. I don't know where y'all call it, where y'all from, but the wet embalming fluid. Some people call it angel dust or whatever. He did. He beat her so bad, like swelled her face up, had to go to the hospital types of things, and
it was some
it
sort of
really
salt or something. He was taking some sort of
yeah,
salt.
it
Mm.
messes your mind up. So I can definitely understand that. Now we had the 15-year-old boy that killed his dad in his sleep. Remember, I was telling you he threw him that big old grown up party, and the
Oh
little
yeah.
boy was just
Yeah, I
upset.
remember that. Truthy, yeah.
A lot of people were saying the dad had did like over 20 years in prison, right? And he'd been in prison a long time. So a lot of people was on that little boy's side. They kept saying he did something to that little boy. I believe he did. I just don't believe he did that to him while he was asleep with all the quote unquote love that he had shown him. And I feel like he was trying to compensate with the gifts, the clothes, the money, the everything. Like he even had a little booth set up like a studio so the boy can make his own rap song. The little boy ain't want no parts of none of it. Sometimes when the Menendez brothers, if you're familiar with that case,
Yeah.
it was proof that man molested, touched them boys. I'm talking cousins that testified and said, yes, my cousin confided in me that their dad was doing that. There was a letter one of the kids wrote to somebody else saying their dad was doing that, and they put them away for life. They actually got like something going on, a petition to try to get them free. The dad was touching them boys,
Now
and
the
the
only
mother knew it.
Menendez brothers is that the only thing that made me question them is
Hmm.
what they did after the murders.
Oh, the money, spending up the
Yeah,
money.
partying and spending money and doing all of that. I'm like, what in the world? Like,
I mean, I feel like they were happy to be out of that darkness. Like you, okay, you gonna compensate me. That listen, let me say this. When I when I deal with a dude and I take him back after cheating or something, he owe me some money. You gonna compensate me for my pain and suffering. So that's how I look at stuff. Like they went and got them some Ferraris and Rolexes. You've been putting us through this since we was 8 years old. You disgusting bleep bleep. Okay. So now I'm about to have fun on your dime. And mommy, on your dime too, because you knew he was doing it and you let him. You the one unlocked the door to our bedroom for him. That's
Well,
just
who
me
would
though.
unalive their parent for no reason? You got to think about it. Something had to have happened.
Really? I mean, Spency, they were damn guilty.
yeah, they were damn guilty.
She said
I, I kind of, yeah, I
His
was
mama
like,
Joan
tore her head
Frank
off.
said, like a push gift, a cheat gift. I don't want no damn
facts,
cheat gift.
facts. No, you just can't come back like all willy nilly, like you owe me. Run it. Like, ain't none of that.
mhm.
You gotta pay to get taken back over
Who
here.
kills their parents for no reason? It was the man down here who cut his mama's head off and was
Yep.
walking around the streets with his mama's head, just holding it in his
Mm.
hands. walking around.
Wow.
And he did that shit for
Mm.
nothing. That lady did nothing to him. That man just went crazy. He cut his mama's head off and was literally walking down the street holding his mother's head by her hair.
So
Yeah.
what do y'all think about after somebody unalive somebody that they try to throw in the play, oh, they had mental health issues and stuff like that?
Oh no, you can kiss my ass.
I call bullshit. I call bullshit.
Absolutely.
I call bullshit, and I shouldn't be because I'm always blaming it on my mental illness when I crash out. But I call bullshit.
Fuck up, truth.
I'm
Don't you
sorry.
start
Can
that
I
that
can I
shit.
say something? I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I'm in a hospital. I'm doing just
You in the
hold
Okay,
on.
hospital?
okay.
You okay, Joy?
I think she's there with Jesse.
Oh, I thought she said
Oh,
I
she
she
was.
went
wanted
back.
to I wanted to chime in real quick what Truffy was saying about the little boy and the birthday party. It was the comment section that was a being very saying that the man might have done something to the son the way he was looking. Now we got to look at the facts of it all. Mind you, that son has already been dealing with gang members and doing breaking in cars and doing all
Breaking,
kind of
stealing
different
cars.
stuff. So
Yep.
my mindset is thinking like the dad must have been a YN back in the day. He went whatever he went to jail for, and now they his son is outside. And what if the people that his dad was dealing with back then, took him in like little Bobby OJ from South Central when he went to jail. Thank you, Ray Ray. You know what I'm saying? He
Joy
took him
always
in.
use
So
that as an example.
Mm.
because that is life. Because your son was already outside in the streets. You went to jail. Yo bad for being a bad parent. And maybe he was truthfully trying to
Hmm.
overcompensate because he did went to jail. And what if his bad life is following him? Now his son is in that life. And what in the way that little boy was looking, he looked like he didn't want to do whatever he was about to do. What if his life was being threatened? What if his little brother, his mom, like yo, it was a lot going
Yeah,
on in that video. His face
yeah,
said a lot. It was like a heavy burden.
yeah.
Like he didn't want to celebrate that birthday because he knew something was about to happen.
Mm.
And it probably wasn't his fault. Because mind you,
Right.
have you guys heard anything, any updates since then?
I was about to say it, Joy. I can't wait till the details come out, but because he's a minor, they're being tight-lipped about it. But I really want to hear his reasoning because whatever the little boy say, I think that I'm gonna believe 90% of the child of what the child say.
Now, mind you, remember that little boy that killed his mom and dad and they sleep? And the grandma is going to court. She said that her grandson did not do that. You guys know that story? Little the damn, he was like 15, 16. Killed his parents, supposedly allegedly killed his parents in their sleep. But they trying to say that it was the older brother who did it. And then the brother got out on parole. He ended up having a baby, but he's in jail today. And he still say he didn't do it. But the parents of both mother and father is saying that they grandson didn't do it, and they go to court every court date. They there for the grandson every day. That's a weird conversation too, because these black folks was in church. They gave those kids good life. It's out of Texas. I gotta
I,
find the
I be
name of it.
I be thinking it, but I be thinking it was secrets. What go on in our house, stay in our house, type swept under the rug, so people be knowing. Yeah, he did that to his parents because their parents was allowing, their parents were doing things to them or allowing other people to do things to them. Sometimes I feel like when stuff like that happen, it's the family member's guilt of knowing that the kids was done wrong.
And like Millie
So
was
the other
saying, because the Mendez brothers are living their best life. They didn't got married. They
Yep.
didn't. They just living.
Didn't one of them have a baby?
Damn.
And they still what's crazy about them is that they put some of that stash away. Their parents were rich, like
Filthy,
rich,
dirty, filthy,
rich.
nasty rich.
Even after the lawyers and stuff, they put money away that was sitting there.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy about them. So, but anyhow,
I have a
And they
question. So look, the other day in Brooklyn, a 7 month year old. Yeah, she was 7 months. She got shot in the head because they was gunning for her dad who was in a gang. Do
Seen
you
that.
think the charges should be brought up against the dad too?
Absolutely.
Because I feel like you the one in this gang and put your family at danger. They seen him walking with his um baby mother and kids and started shooting,
Started
but
shooting. Yep.
mhm.
they didn't hit him, and they didn't realize the baby got hit until they got into the store because they ran in the store for cover and they noticed the baby got hit in the head.
I think he should be. I
seven
think,
months old,
yeah, it was
and they
guys
said
here
they
in
was gunning for
Detroit.
him.
Something like that happened in Detroit too, where this guy had he had a drug house, and his daughter was in the drug house, and they came in and robbed the drug house, and the daughter got shot. The father got shot too. The daughter got shot, but the daughter died, and they charged the father. They never found the guys that broke into the drug house, but they
Mm,
charged the dad with the daughter's death because she was in a known drug, environment. They
yeah,
charged him with neglect and something else, and it wasn't homicide. They charged him another way. So yeah.
yeah, because I
Uh,
feel like if you know you in these gang and you doing stuff and you know people out retaliating, don't have me walking with you on the damn kids. You get what I'm saying? You
right.
put everybody's life in jeopardy now. Your child is gone.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. That for sure.
Definitely, please hit the like button and hit the like button and hit the like
Yeah,
button
y'all hit
again.
that thumbs up, please.
What about the women that um I forgot, it was a situation that just happened recently. I'm so mad I can't think of the details involved. But the dude, he was like a gangbanger and her kids were harmed. Okay, however, I'm gonna just use a scenario. He in the streets. He be jacking, stick up boy, whatever, in gangs. Yeah, I was watching that gang shit over there in LA. That's what it was. So now yeah, okay, they ran up in her house and took her kid's life. She got shot. She survived. They were looking for him. But if you know that's exactly what he's doing, and you let this man come into your house every night up under your kids, I feel like
You're at fault too.
women like that play a big part, and I do feel like they should get some time as well if they were in the know of all of what he was doing. Like some guys will confide in a girl and be like, I did that, that's my work right there, I got that body, I got bodies under my belt, woo, woo, woo. You know that, but you openly have a relationship with him because you posting them all over social media and shit like that. That's the easiest way for
Wait,
you
wait,
to be a
wait,
target.
Truthy, shut up, because For My Man is my favorite show.
You gonna fuck around and find out. Shit.
I'll be like,
you
you
know
stupid. I'll be yelling at my TV like, you stupid bitch.
yeah.
You okay? Like, they be doing the stupidest stuff on For My Man. I'm like,
And you
wow.
surprised? Like, what are you surprised of when you knew this was going on? I don't want that type of do up under my roof with my child. Like, no, we're not even doing that.
I'm not
Hmm.
It's
going for
too
that. We ain't do.
risky.
Maybe in my younger days, but
The girls need to understand what comes with messing with a YN. You know what the realest? They be YOs. That's what they be. Young old
YONs.
Negro, young
YONs.
mentality, old Negro that want to still think they got it. It be them old ones too. Don't get me started. They be just as bad.
Truthie, ain't they?
Your Lord, they be just as bad. So,
And then they want to turn around and tell on everybody.
ooh. Be
Shots fired.
pointing both fingers.
Right, that part of everybody, the whole
No,
family.
no,
This
bam.
shit
You
bigger
talking
than
about
Nino
them
Brown.
old YNs, that daddy that was sitting in court pointing the finger at his son,
That's
talking
what
about
I'm
something,
talking about. That's what
my,
the shot
my
just got
kids
through
gonna
at.
miss me. Boy,
My
shut
kids,
up.
yeah, yeah. Okay, let me say this. Okay,
My
so
daughter, my daughter.
let me ask y'all this. Okay, so y'all, your child done killed somebody, right? And you an accomplice because you went and picked your child up and then you took them to burn their clothes and all this other extra shit, right? So you get caught up, you go to court, you tell on your child. But during the reason why you say the reason why you tell on your child is because you have younger children at home that are asking you when you gonna come take them to the daddy daughter dance. Do you
and and
still
and your health
and
is
when you
failing. You got
when
health
you and yeah
problems.
and you not all of a sudden you got health issues, you're going into
A good
cardiac
boy.
arrest and your liver failing and your kidneys
I
about to
got
jump out
blood
your
pressure.
yeah your
I got
blood pressure,
corns on
you
my
got
feet.
diabetes and shit like
I got
I
I
feel
got
like
bunions on my pinky toe.
right, I got bunions and corns and shit.
I feel like your child shouldn't even put you in that predicament anyway. I know if my kids did anything like that, don't call me and put me. Cause you get what I'm saying. I feel like
Yeah.
your kids shouldn't even put you in that
At least
predicament to
tell me
even have
shit. At
to.
least tell me. Don't tell me
Ye-
after the fact.
Right, don't call me talking about pick you up. Then I learn to find out you just committed on a lie somebody. Then like shit, you got me caught up. Yeah, I'm telling on your ass.
Well, I'm about, yeah, I'm about to send
Okay.
you. Listen, I ain't
Shit,
coming over. I'm gonna send you an Uber. I'm gonna get you an
Right.
Uber,
Let me
baby.
look. You better call a taxi, bitch.
You know?
shit.
But he wanted to be.
Right.
He was so gang. He was the one that encouraged his boys to get some get
To
back.
even do exactly
You know
because
what
his
I'm saying?
other
So that's
son,
why he a sucker. Cause he the
right?
one encouraged it. Like
You encouraged your sons to go off this other man because he off your son, your other son. And then whenever when the rubber met the road, you were hollering, oh, I'm telling on everybody. Like, bruh, you a bitch. I'm sorry, but you a bitch. Your
because he
son
was
a bitch
acting.
too.
He was acting like he was a part of that lifestyle. He had respect in the streets and shit. And you jumped up and went and got him, and you went and burnt the clothes. And then when it was time, when like Bam said, when it was time for that rubber to meet the road, you got right in that room talking about your back hurt.
Right. Talking about your pinky toe hurt. You stomped your toe
You
and it was
know,
Bam's fault.
Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all believe in karma? Say, for example, right?
Fucking Lutely.
A parent unalive somebody, right? Then years down the road, their child get unalive. Do you think like that's the parent karma came back like later on, like they took somebody's child from them, now somebody took their child from them? Do y'all think,
I
or
think like that sometimes.
I'm
I mean,
just
I believe in
thinking too
karma
much?
wholeheartedly.
I
I,
think that the sins of the father fall on the children, or the sins of the mother. I do believe that sins fall on your family, your children.
Hmm.
I believe that. So,
Yeah, me too. I feel like,
right, the really
yeah.
spoken, what goes around comes around.
yeah.
The really spoken, y'all. That's the really spoken, because you know that's unspoken too. So that's the
Hey,
that's,
Willis.
that's the really spoken. And Mika, get out of Millie's closet.
Shush.
Yeah.
I'm stretching out all her shoes.
With the big ass feet.
Size 14 all day long.
Damn.
I
Damn, Mika.
don't wear no damn 14.
Oh
Let me ask
shit.
you something, Millie.
Hmm.
If your daughter's the if the man that took your daughter's life, if his mother ever reached out to you, would you have a conversation with her?
No, ma'am, I'm not there yet. Nope.
Mm.
What
That's
conversation
understandable.
would that be? What would that look like?
No,
Mm-mm.
I mean, like, you know how, I don't know. I think
It
I
didn't
don't know. I
sit
think
right
I
with
watch
me.
that's
too
a
many
good question.
movies.
That's a
I
good
think I
question,
watch too many
EP.
of these sports shows and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where people, they find their healing, and and they reach out to the people that have either killed their family members, or they reach out to to the parent of the family that was affected, or the families that were affected by their family member. I've watched shows like that, and I've often wondered if somebody took somebody away that that I love. You know why and another reason I asked that question is because my son was in a accident, and the driver of the truck, he had no responsibility in it. It was all on Lawan, right? But he reached out to us. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, I just think that, but it's different because it's not a homicide. I just think that like closure and healing and stuff like that might be able to happen in those ways
Let me
because
ask you something.
you know.
Millie, if you had the chance to look in that man's eyes and tell him anything, what would you tell him?
Die.
I didn't look in his eyes, but when
That's a
She
good
would say
they
die.
allow you to write a impact, I think it's called an impact statement.
mm-hmm.
So you reading how you feel. I basically read something to him telling him how I felt and why he did what he did, or whatever the case might be. But you're allowed to write an impact statement and read it in front of the court.
Okay.
And your family and friends and everybody is allowed to write impact statements too for the judge before they even go to sentences and stuff. But yes, you the parent do that. Well, my sister chickened out. She said she couldn't do it. My mom definitely couldn't do it, It'd be hard for some people to get up there
Yeah.
and express how they feel. But that was my child. So I got up there and expressed how I feel. But even though I was boo-hooing through the whole thing. But the thing about it is, this man said, I want to apologize to Nay's family. But he never turned around. He never turned around.
And he only did that to try to get to
Right,
get a
lesser
lighter
time.
sentence.
Because
Mm-hmm.
he was trying to, his lawyer was fighting for him to get 10 years. And the judge said, if you think for a minute I was going to give you 10 years today after you traumatized, because he had a little boy with him the day he unalived my daughter. So she
You
said,
fucking serious?
yes. So she said, you traumatized not only her daughter, but the little boy that was with you. You
The
traumatized
granddaughter.
these kids. And if
Mm.
you think for a minute I was going to give you 10 years, you're out your mind. She said, I'm giving you the max. The judge, she done him up in that courtroom. I'm not even going to hold y'all to it. The judge was
Okay,
not
so
playing with him. She gave
I,
him, because he didn't have to get the max. He could have get anywhere in between 10 to 45 years, right? And he was hoping that he got the 10, but she gave him the max.
why they didn't try him separately? Why they didn't split the cases? One for the grandbaby, one for the girl. Why?
You know what, Truthie? I was just about to
I don't
ask that.
know, but like y'all said, every state and jurisdiction is
It's
different, because
different,
I
yeah.
spoke to a police officer in Jersey and they told me that the girl would have went down too. Remember, this is
Yes.
her friend that said something to her cousin, that her cousin took matters into his own hands and nothing happened to her. So they
Yeah,
was
her
Yeah.
like,
ass, if
oh,
she was
heck
in
no.
Florida, her ass would have went down, baby.
They was like, nah,
Yeah. Florida
everybody
don't
was,
play. Everybody get life in Florida for
yeah,
being in the
They
everybody
would have
was
country.
took her
going
out
down.
in
Yeah.
Florida.
I wanted to go back to the impact statements, and I don't I don't think I would write an impact statement. I just feel like, what is it gonna do for me? It doesn't. What do impact statements? Would you write one? And what does it do for y'all? Normally, when people are reading, when I'm watching the crime shows and the impact part come up, I skip it because it's kind of like you're about to pour your heart out to a situation that's not gonna change. And I know I really feel like the person that's responsible for the crime, I really feel like they don't care. So what would you get from writing an impact statement, and would you write one? I know that I want, and I don't have nothing to say.
Well, the
Well,
impact statement is for you,
yeah, and your
one,
child, you basically saying
fleeting.
What
Yeah.
they
what
took
type
away
of
from you.
person she
Yeah.
was that he took away from you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I would
You
Okay.
basically telling it's helping you fight the case, right? Because you telling
Hmm.
the judge, everybody's basically telling the judge how this affected them from her being taken away from all of us, right? So
Oh,
it's
okay.
helping the decision of him getting the map.
Yes.
Right.
Because
Okay. So it's
everybody
like
coming up
yeah,
like she was this type of person and
yeah,
he took,
yeah.
like
So
Right.
Because
you're
you're a
like
trying
victim
to
too.
you trying to pull on the heartstrings of the jury and the judge.
Yeah. You
well,
the
But
thank
I
victim.
don't
God
want to change.
it didn't go to trial. It was supposed to go to trial, but it didn't go to trial. And I guess that
Oh, okay.
I was happy it didn't go to trial because I don't even think I'd have been able. Because when stuff like this go to trial, you see everything. They will
You got to
have
see the evidence.
right.
Yep.
They'll have the body where the body was at, her clothes there, like everything. And I don't think I would have been able to deal with that or whatever. So it didn't go to trial because trial you see like they show everything. They would have showed her body laying there.
Yeah.
And, like yeah,
Yeah.
it was gonna be
Did
too
they
much for
give
me.
you her belongings and stuff?
Not yet, but I'm in the process of getting her belongings back.
A long story.
Yeah, it's a long story, but
Long
yeah,
story.
I'm gonna get it back sooner than later. Child. It's a long story, but when it comes to
This is
stuff like that, it be so. Even though he got sentenced and everything is over, I guess everything is like time consuming. I don't know, but they said I'm gonna get her property back, but as of now, no, I don't have her property.
Don't do they have to
I
wait
got a
till
question.
his appeals are up? Because isn't her property evidence? Is it still
Right.
evidence?
Yeah, so that's the thing, UP, right? When I got out there, it was this lady. The lady who told me she sat there with her. She told me, I sat there with your daughter, and your daughter asked, remember I told y'all she asked, was baby girl okay? Once she asked, was her daughter okay? The lady told me she took her last breath, right?
Right.
That lady took her purse
Uh-huh.
and gave it to me when I got out there.
Uh-huh.
So I get back home and the detectives calling me and like, well, we didn't find her purse, no nothing on the crime scene. So I'm like, oh, I have her purse. They was like, oh, heck no. You need to send that back in because that's part of evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had her purse and I had to send it back in her phones and everything.
You
Yeah.
ain't
And
take
they said,
nothing out of it.
huh?
You ain't take nothing out of it.
Truthy bar. So
Yeah, she can't
So I
play
had
that.
to send the purse back for evidence and her phone and stuff. And they told me once the everything was over, I would get her property.
I'd have
Right.
took her. I would have took her ID out. I would have wanted her.
Oh yeah, stuff
ID.
like that. I did. Like her ID was in there, her birth certificate, her social, those stuff I did take out. Thank God,
Oh,
because look
good.
how long the process is taking.
Yeah,
So that
good.
stuff like that I did take out.
Thank you.
Okay, good. All right. I got a question though. What if your daughter married an unaliver in jail doing life for a crime like that? What you gonna say to your
If it
daughter?
was
How
the
you gonna?
other way around,
Yeah, if it was your daughter, not literally your daughter, yeah, the whole panel, your daughter or your son marrying a woman that did that. It could be either or. How would you feel if it was your child that's marrying somebody like that? How would you handle that?
Oh God.
That shit.
I
that wouldn't
wouldn't.
be okay with me, but being as an adult, you really can't tell your kid, you know, what to do. But I would not be okay with none of my children marrying someone that did such, depending, you get what I'm saying? Such a heinous crime. No way. No, 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 no. Because let me tell y'all something. The facility he was at, they was interviewing inmates, right? That's in solitary confinement, and he happened to be one of the ones they interviewed. And I couldn't even look at the interview, but like I told y'all, he got married after the fact, right? So he married this lady. I'm pretty sure she knows what he's in there for, because you're just not gonna meet somebody, marry them, and not know what they're doing 45 years for, you know? So they, I don't know why they chose to interview him, but they was interviewing inmates about being in solitary confinement and how it can mess with their mental. not being able to come out and just, basically just living in that space without being able to come out, which I think that's where he needs to be. Just look at the walls. And she was under the interview saying, my husband endured enough. And when I seen that, oh my God. So all her friends and everybody was commenting it like, you married a
Yeah.
the
You
M
don't even
word
know him.
and all of
So
that.
no,
And then right. So I'm like, yeah, so I went in like, what did your husband adore? He unalived my daughter and almost took her child with her. What did he endure? By the next day, the whole story interview was taken down.
gone.
Gone.
They started threatening that lady. They was talking about pulling up to her house, knocking on her
Yeah,
door. All of that.
not me, but
Yeah,
other
not you.
people like
No,
her
wasn't
friends
you?
and all of them. Yeah, people was going in.
Yeah, the post was low
So
key. The post was low key viral. So it was a bunch of strangers getting in her behind. Do you hear me? They said
Wow.
they was coming for
yeah,
But
they
did
her.
took
she
it down.
in through there? She knew him before. He had only been out 2 months. Like, how did he meet somebody to marry? Was she like a pen pal or something? Like one of
That's
the.
Yeah,
what I'm guessing. She
yeah,
had to have been a pen pal,
yeah.
and she just decided to marry him. And
They have a they have a pen pal Facebook group for you to get to know guys in prison. They got websites for you to that the prisoners can log into and you can email them and stuff. So he was
They
already
got a
in there.
TV show,
My
Prison
church.
Wives.
Yeah.
There's a whole
Yeah, they
TV
be
show out
but
there.
that's different. I think they prison wives is like they was with the person before they
yeah, they
got
was
No,
already
no,
with
incarcerated,
them.
right?
no.
No.
They met them. Nope, they met them online. They was in pen pals, fan face. They be
Oh,
like the first day they meet them is after they was on the damn computer with them. It's child.
love
Yeah,
Please,
them.
but I'm
God.
Love
not.
that.
I don't think I want
Murderers
to.
get the most, get the most mail. Murderers do murder,
Yep,
and statistically, murderers who murder females get the
yep.
most.
Ted
High
Bundy
profile case.
had
They high
bitches.
profile. Yes, that they it's crazy how much attention they end up getting after a lot of the times it'd be like a high profile case and they'll end up getting mail forever like the Menendez brothers they still getting mail they said
Joy
they
said
still get
Ted
paying
Bundy
mail.
had bitches.
You heard me,
Yeah,
Bam. He did.
yeah, Spencer, because I feel like they feel like I get to talk to a celebrity. I would have never got to speak to them if they were out in the real world, so that's my way of speaking to them because
But
let me
then they
tell
would
you
have
one
thought you a
thing.
rapper or
Let
something.
me tell
Shit.
you one thing. That lady that Millie with Millie's situation, that lady and that guy, night and day. That
What he
lady
said?
knows goddamn well that man wouldn't have spit on her if she was on fire in this real world. She knows she would have never, ever, ever, ever,
Oh, my daughter says she
ever.
wasn't a pen pal. She worked with inmates. Ain't that crazy?
Oh
Oh
wow.
wow.
Damn. Damn.
She not a looker though, so she knew he wasn't gonna touch her any other way. She had to do it that way. When I tell you, trust me. No, they were two different everythings.
Crazy.
She should have her whatever she worked for at it should be revoked. She should not be able to work at the jails anymore ever again.
Yeah, but some of them workers do be sleeping with the inmates and
I
stuff.
was
For
just
real.
gonna say that, Millie,
That's
because
what
it was
that's
a
what Young Thug said. Young Thug said them CO ladies COs was throwing that thing at
look,
him.
it was a
He,
lady
Mhm.
down, it was a CO lady down here fucked around and got pregnant from an inmate.
oh, they love to get pregnant by him. They
And
love
it
to
but
get
she lost
pregnant.
everything. That girl lost everything.
Yeah,
They took
because you would
everything.
lose your job. Yup. You're
Yep,
not
they took,
supposed
and
to.
not only that,
Yeah.
she had got pregnant from one of them. She was fucking five different inmates, and they all ended up having to take DNA tests because
Mm.
she didn't know
Oh
which one.
yeah, Ben. I remember that. I know what you're
And
talking about.
yeah, it happened down here. It was at one of the correctional facilities down here. She was fucking five different inmates, ended up getting pregnant, and they had to find out which one was the daddy. So they all got in trouble, but there was like certain consequences for the other whatever, whichever one was the dad. I don't know some shit, but they
Uh-huh.
yeah, her ass lost everything. That girl lost
Yeah.
everything.
Uh-huh.
And
Nasty word.
the inmates ended up getting more time and all types of extra shit.
Yeah, I was watching something like that on TikTok. She said how an inmate scammed her, but she was actually working at the facility and end up dating one of the inmates. And then when he started getting too aggressive and she didn't want everybody to know they was dating because you know you get in trouble, you get fired, you
Yeah.
lose everything.
Uh-huh.
So she moved
Yeah.
to a different facility, but she still ended up talking to the guy. It was crazy, but it's on TikTok how an inmate
Did you,
scammed me.
did y'all hear the story of the girl that was working there and she got into like I can't remember exactly if she was married to him. She got into a relationship with him. She was sneaking him things and they wasn't married. But he killed her while that he was locked up and she was an employee.
Oh
Oh my
wow.
Oh
I
yeah,
gotta
I
find
seen
that
that
story.
story.
Yeah,
I
I've
because
think
seen
I
that
seen
yeah,
one.
that. Dandy said, "What about the lady who went to the jail for a visit overnight and ended up dead?"
Oh
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
it was
Wow.
hear that
two of
one.
them.
her.
It was two of them. Yep, it was two stories in the same
Yeah.
jail.
She went through a conjugal visit with her husband and he
Mm-hmm.
ended up killing her, strangling her.
Oh my
That's
god.
crazy.
Mm, that's what I was thinking. How she don't know her husband will unalive her behind.
Hey, like
I
how you
think
gonna
she
marry
raped in
somebody
in
that's
a
a murderer
prison.
and
She
then think
might
that
be
he won't do it to
raped.
you?
Yeah, because he ain't what he got to lose. He was in there for life already.
Right.
Right.
That's why some of them inmates don't care about offing other inmates because they already
Would
there for the rest
y'all
of their life.
would y'all date if you was a would you date an MA if you worked there and you liked them?
Fuck
Would you?
no. I might fuck him a couple times, but
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. Truth, you
um,
know what the fuck's up.
Yeah, then you losing your job, you
look,
losing everything because
sister,
some of them get attached.
Sister,
that's why
you
I
gonna be
don't be
throwing that
judging.
cat
I
too,
don't be
sister.
judging. When them COs get caught, them lady COs, I don't be judging
I don't be
nobody.
judging, okay? Look, I listen and don't judge, baby.
Look at
Now
look,
let me ask you,
look
ladies
at
on the panel.
Taylor,
Hold on. Let me
Taylor
ask you, ladies on
Bumpus.
the panel. Since you guys are on the agreement of, is that considered the R word like it is with a man?
No, no, but I
CO.
mean, it might be legally. That might be what they can
Legally,
call it
yeah,
legally.
but
But if he consenting to it, then mind your business.
you can't R word the
But
willing.
you guys know authoritative. Any authoritative position you have is considered the R word. So even if the female is
Females too.
consenting to the male CO, why is it different now?
You can't
Taylor
R
Bumpus,
word
the
the
lawyer,
willing.
like
And them
the
boys be
lawyer,
ready to get that thing up.
that attorney from the Young Thug trial,
Bumpy, bumper, beeper. What's her
Kayla
name?
Bumpus. Yeah,
Kayla
Bumpus.
Bumpy. Yeah, she
She
married
just
the
had
old
a baby
boy.
by one of the
It's
dudes
not
that were
nobody with the
on
name
trial.
Bumpy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they started
Looking
going
like a
together real
damn
bad
fool.
while the trial was going on. And
Yeah,
she ended up
Nobody with the
pregnant.
name of Bumpy. I'm sorry. Bumpy just don't sit right with
Bumpy,
me.
what was her name? Bumpy,
It's
Bumpy.
Bumpus. It's Kayla Bumpus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
she a
she's
Bumpy
a
damn
yeah,
full
fool.
blown lawyer that
Bumpy.
was on the case.
No, I'm good. You can keep them bumps. I
And then
don't
when
want
they
no
found out that
bumps.
she was, it was a conflict of interest. They still made her be an attorney on the case. Like they still made her stay on that trial, and they weren't supposed to, but she still got
Sister,
to
you're
stay.
absolutely right. Prisoners cannot consent to sex with COs and stuff. They
Yeah, they
cannot.
can't. They can't consent by law.
Now I'm telling you, if I was a
Shut
female
up, Truthy.
inmate, if I was a female inmate and I got like life or something like that, and I saw a guard that I would consent.
Casey, yes, yes, girl. I
I
like
see
that.
you
Look,
have
we
I
nothing
was
to
understand.
I'm
Look,
on
we
a
lose.
don't.
I'm
straight
on a panel. I'm on a panel full. Wait,
I was
hold on.
straight
I'm on a
to the
panel full of
CO.
hoes. I'm on a panel full of
I was
hoes.
like,
God damn.
Oh, Joy, you would have been giving that old cat
Well,
up
you
too.
have
Shut
nothing to
up.
lose if you got life. Shit,
dude,
who wouldn't?
I would be
Right.
like, come on.
Shit.
Read
Joy,
your
see, I
Bible.
wouldn't. I wouldn't line
Read
ass
your
up for.
Bible. Read your
No,
Bible and
no.
put the lines
Joy
on
said,
that
Be
read the
wall and
quiet. Be
Bible.
cross them
quiet, Joy.
out. God damn it.
I'll be
Oh,
Boy,
back.
you
got
at the
me in a
hospital, go back
pocket.
on mute.
I'll
You
be
know,
It's
back.
you
Friday
be
night.
like,
I'll be
meet me. I'm gonna be mopping the hallway down this way at 10 o'clock. Meet
Look,
me
hey,
in this
hey,
room.
hey, Millie, right? Meet me under the stairs on the way. Meet me under the stairs on the way to wreck or some shit. Like,
right.
You
You
know,
know what
some
I
of them
did
do.
hear, but I did what you know what I did hear from somebody that I know that's a that been in jail as a. I heard that the women prison is the nastiest prisons. They stink.
they are.
Just imagine.
But the
Ugh.
but the men, oh yeah, the men, shit.
I heard the women prison is funky.
Yeah, it is. Like
The
women
women's
prisons.
bathroom at work is funky.
Lord have
I
mercy.
can agree with that. I can agree with that. I'd be like, damn, bitch, you can't flush the toilet.
Left
Girl,
the
like
whole
Don't
it's
floor
some
flush
clear.
nasty.
the
Yeah,
Come
toilet.
back.
it's some
Don't
Forgot
put
your
the
women.
baby.
sanitary
It's a lot of
napkin
when I
up.
went to prison and I seen the women in prison. Women have horrible hygiene in prison,
They
in
do, yep,
jail,
they
and
do.
they have horrible. They had to. There was a lady, and this bitch would not take a shower for shit. They had
Mhm.
to come in there and hold her down under the water,
Well,
like
I
Why?
was like,
to base her.
you had to go to if you didn't bathe, you had to go to solitary confinement if you didn't want to bathe, or like one of them girls had lice and she didn't want to comply with the nurse, so she had to go to solitary confinement.
They'll send you to side. That's what I'm saying. They held her down, and because before you go to side, like whenever you first go into the prison, they strip you butt naked and they put this stuff on you, and then
Yep,
you have to bathe, like you have to
yep,
take a shower and stuff. So what they did before you go into solitary confinement, because they strip you down butt naked, so they bathe you again, and then they'll lock you up
yep.
in
And
solitary
then,
What they
confinement. So
spraying you
they
with antibiotics,
not that
germicide?
there
yeah,
no
they
it's
got basically they sanitize
basically,
you. You
yeah, but
gotta put the stuff.
it's like a body bug. Like you know how they got bed bugs and shit like that. It's like a body
Yeah,
bug, like to make sure you know how like body lice and crabs and shit like that. Like it's like it
yep.
might as well be an antibiotic.
They
Shit.
pour this stuff. They make you pour this stuff in your hair to make
Yep.
sure you don't got lice and stuff. You gotta pour this
They
stuff in your
spraying
hair.
you down with
Girl, there was this
penicillin.
girl in there that had lice in her eyebrows, y'all.
See? Yeah,
This girl
they
had
don't.
lice in her eyebrow. Oh my god, they was all on her face. Oh, that shit was crazy.
Mm,
I seen
mm,
some of
Mm-mm.
the nastiest shit I've ever seen when I was locked up. Oh my god.
mm.
This was a good convo. Fun.
I
It was more fun
definitely.
than anything.
Right.
This was
Did
good.
y'all see what Best Kim said? Is some hoes in this house.
It's some hoes in this house. If you see them, point them out. Cause I'll
And
be
I'm
my
pointing at the
ass will
whole
be jumping
panel,
in like it's hot.
pointing at the whole panel.
I'm gonna be in the chapel because I ain't
Yeah,
doing all
right.
that.
No, you're gonna be in Millie closet stretching out her shoes.
Not the
Millie.
chapel.
I'm gonna be in
I
the
mean, I mean,
chapel.
no, I didn't mean to call Millie. No, Millie, you said you would, if you got life, you would do it too. What if somebody came in looking like Idris Elba or something like, and he was a
Really
She
guard?
can,
good
she
Kimberly.
can
Still.
stay looking like
Uh,
Idris.
uh.
I'm gonna be in the chapel reading my Bible.
Girl, stop it.
Mika
Stop
lying.
it.
Mika lying.
Stop
Yes,
Mika
you
No,
pussy.
lying.
because because you're not gonna have me fantasizing about you at night when you at home. We ain't doing. I'm
Shit,
not.
me, I don't give a
Uh.
fuck about you being at home as long as I got that dick before you went home.
Nope. I'm not. I can't wait. No, because I can't wait until your
it.
next shift. I don't know if you're gonna be walking my floor. Then I got to compete with and fight them other women that looking at you. I'm gonna be in the chapel reading my Bible. Nope.
No,
Well, he could
Yeah.
beat
in
you.
that back hallway talking about. Tell me what you do when you go home. Just
See,
look
Cause
at
I
me.
be
Mika,
Let
cause
me
see,
Mika,
feel.
see,
Let me
and
feel
then
Mika, you gonna have to
and
compete with,
huh?
you gonna have to
Gonna be
compete with
downstairs
me.
trying to eat and flirt, and I'm gonna be down there trying to shank her because she looking at my Idris
And
Elba.
then Mika,
Not
you got
Jenga.
Bam, and
Damn.
then Mika, you got Bam down there
Exactly.
that
God
cut her
damn, Mika.
pants into some booty shorts and tied up her shirt in the back
Mika gonna
and
have a
got a
shank in one
I'll
hand
be
and a Bible in the other.
I'll be walking around the jail sucking my fupa in and shit. Like, hey,
Right.
They be in the chapel doing it too, believe it or not.
I'll
That's
be in the
probably
chapel
where they
with
was
my
doing the
Bible.
most at Millie in the chapel.
Meet me in the chapel.
I'll be in the chapel with my Bible.
Look, Mika go, hey, instead of Truth having a blunt in one hand and a dick in the other, Mika gonna have a dick in one hand and a Bible in the
Right.
other.
I can't mix the two. I can't mix the two. Mm-mm.
Let
Mm-mm.
me find out y'all about to get off here and go put make your man put on a cop suit. Let me find out.
Wee, wee,
Y'all
Nah,
be
wee.
look,
in there
hey,
role
Sissy,
playing
Bay,
and
look,
shit.
Bay gonna be like, bitch, we ain't doing that. Anything
But
else
this
but a
part,
police
wait, this guy,
uniform.
we gotta stop. This for our freaky live. We got a freaky live coming up.
Yeah.
We
Freaky
do.
episode. Yeah, we got a freaky episode coming up.
Somebody
And I
said
like
we do.
firefighters. I don't like police officers. I like firefighters.
Mm.
I like a
Okay,
man
Oh.
in
Mika,
uniform,
put the
period.
fire out.
I'll be where the
Huh?
holes at.
That little coochie on fire. He don't want that. He don't want that fire.
I'll be where the
Want that,
It's something wrong with my friends, y'all. It's something wrong with my friends, but they my
he don't want
friends.
that firefly coochie.
Listen, John Frank said, "Yo, truth, I had an orange jumpsuit 3 days ago." Oh, oh my god.
The orange one.
Lord have mercy.
The orange one mean red rum. What you mean? That mean red rum. Well,
Hey,
where I'm
Sissy,
at
you
it is.
peeped that on my post when I said I'm screaming red rum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
duh. Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Red rum. Let me shut up because this is a positive live. Let me.
Oh, I know. Okay, I got it. I get it. All right, I get it.
So,
Y'all,
Jupi,
joy
are
in
we
the
gonna
back.
tell them about the next live, or are we just
Joy
gonna
in the
like make
back.
it a surprise for them?
Joy in the back.
Yeah, joy in the back.
UP,
Keep them in suspense. Don't tell it.
okay.
Ben, keep them in
Cause
suspense.
y'all
Let them.
don't even know. Only me and UP know. That's the only person I talked to about it first.
No,
Okay.
I
My
think we
Well,
Bible,
should
keep
my
it
tell
to
them.
Bible kicked
yourself.
me. My
I think we
my
should tell
Bible
them.
kicked me off the panel. My bad,
I
guys. My
So the
Bible kicked
next
me off
live
the
is on
panel.
BAM channel.
Yeah, I think we should tell them. The reason we should tell them is because it plays into this live. It's like
Oh,
a
it do?
yeah, it's like a continuance of this somewhat of this live stream.
Oh,
So
I ain't know.
It's not
Okay.
about. I
Bam,
hope it ain't about messing around with COs in jail when you got
Mika,
life
shut
no,
up.
sentences. Oh,
it's about go ahead, ma'am. It's about
I'm gonna do the 7 stages of grieving.
oh, okay.
I think that's what I want. I want to do the 7 stages of grieving. It might not be all 7 stages, but like just
Oh
grieve.
no!
Period.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It's
It
gonna
got
be
to be all
seven.
seven.
It's
Oh
gonna be
Lord.
seven.
it's gonna have
It's
to
gonna
be
be
seven.
all
I knew
seven.
if Joy heard it, she was gonna stay on my ass about it because that's the first thing I was supposed to do when I ever came on YouTube.
Yeah.
John
So
Frank
So
said,
this will be your 7 years of grieving.
Shut up, Mika.
John Frank said Slim locked him up the other day. Lord have mercy.
Oh, that's Slimber. Her name's Slimber because you know she's Slim and Amber, so that's Slimber.
I like
So
that.
so we got the realest spoken and we got Slimber.
Slimber.
Yeah.
I
Oh
like that.
my God.
Slimber.
Thank y'all
Yeah.
so much. This chat, I meant the viewer stayed at like 40, 45. Like, that's pretty dope for a live that's like this because, it's hard to get support on these type of lives we do. I just want to say thank you. And the chat was going the whole entire
Yeah, I
time. The
love it.
It's
This was
not
engagement,
hard.
amazing.
And
It's the
Sexy One
engagement.
energy.
came in here. Sexy One said something. She said she going through right now. Sexy One, I'm praying for you. If you in the bushes, I didn't see you in the chat. Because when I looked away for a minute, then I saw your comment. Whatever you going through, because if this topic is about something that you're going through right now, we're praying for you. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What's her name? UP, what's her name?
Sexy
The
One.
sexy
Sexy
one.
Sexy
one.
one.
Yeah.
Praying for you, sexy one. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
Some of
yeah,
these
I want to ask
episodes.
Millie. I want to ask Millie a question. So Millie, we got some little investigators over here. Okay. I want to know if you want to know the details of old boy's incarceration. That's what
Oh,
I'm
Show
before
do.
before my daughter. Yeah, that would be very interesting.
okay. So we gonna see if we can find
Say
some
less.
things.
I'm gonna start tonight. Say
Yes,
less.
we'll get behind the scenes and do our little thing
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
text the name to the text
To
his
the
info
group and
to
then
the
we
to
can
the
do
I
group,
got a
Millie.
a
song. I got a song for that, guys. We're going on a trip in a.
Oh shit.
I'm going
We
on a
can't
trip.
hear you. Your phone underwater.
Oh, is it?
because
Oh
she's
It's
Yeah, it's
no.
popping.
underwater. Get it out.
Is she? Is it in her pocket?
She
It
might be
must
in one of
be.
she might be in one of them cells.
Oh, you welcome, sexy one. You welcome. We praying for you, sis.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I had
Another
fun,
great
y'all.
But yeah,
live.
we're
Shout
gonna
out
find
to
Yes,
out
it
Brew and
was.
everything
Crew.
Thank
so you can
you.
find out.
JJ in here. I don't
Oh
see him.
shit.
Hey,
Okay.
JJ. Look at y'all. Thank y'all. All of
All
y'all
right,
up
I
in
took it
here.
off.
Thank y'all for
Come on,
supporting our
y'all.
positive content.
I
Okay.
So
appreciate y'all. Thank you. I
I
really
have a
do
question.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I have a question for Millie. Um, Knowing that how you feel about the inmate having these liberties or these, being able to get married and things like that. Have you petitioned the court or wrote to the courts about this subject to let them know how you feel about it?
No, because I feel like they ain't gonna really do nothing about it. They probably gonna feel like shit. We already sentenced him. He got his time, and it's kind of out of their hands that he could still get married and stuff. That's just how I feel like he shouldn't even be able to get married, get phone calls. He just, I feel like while he doing his time, he should be suffering. Cause to me, once I see he got married, I'm like, damn, he's still kind of living life. You get what I'm saying? Like, is
Right.
he suffering? Like, cause now that they married, now he could get him some. So I'm like, shit. It's like he locked up, but he's still like living like he's on the outside. Shit.
Do they have conjugal where he is? Because not every state has conjugal.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Oh, not every state, no.
Nope.
But I'm thinking they probably did. I'm thinking they do because ain't no way he gonna just marry her just to be married to her. They probably
Oh,
do.
yes, they do. They married
Man,
them draws
he
so
could have
they can
been
get
marrying
some
her just to get the
food.
commissary.
Yeah, I was about to say, get him a box or two.
Right.
He probably, but at the end of the day, I hear what you're saying too, Millie, because it's like even if he getting a box from her and getting money on his books, he's still able to still communicate with the outside world and live his life regardless.
No, but what I'm saying is if we got his information, there's Freedom of Information Act, and we can file those. We can find out the day he was married. We can find out whether or not there are conjugal visits in that state. We'll be able to find out a lot. So it might ease your mind to know. And then with his wife saying her husband has suffered enough, suffered what? What happened to him in prison? What's happened to him so far? What is he telling her? We might be able to find out some of that stuff. That's what I'm
And
saying.
if she
Shit, the
works with
only call I
inmates,
want to get about him, UP, y'all, the only call, and I'm sorry to sound evil, the only call I want to get about him is somebody unalive his ass. It is what it is.
No, I would feel that way too. If that was my child and my grandchild that he did that to, and how brutal he was, and yeah, I would feel the same way. You ain't wrong for feeling that way. That's
I
absolutely.
had
natural.
people who was like, no, you don't want him to get the death penalty. You want him to do that time so he could just be there suffering.
No,
He gonna be there for years and stuff. But I'm like, I don't know. I feel like he's still breathing and my baby ain't breathing. So I don't know.
you better than
Mm.
me. I would want to be the one to do it. I want to do you just the same way you did my daughter. That's the way I would feel. I want you to
Mm-hmm.
do what you did to my daughter and my grandchild.
That's how they do it in other countries. Stone them to death.
Well, he should be living in purgatory every day then. Just the torture every day.
He
Reliving the
should be
same
living in
event.
fear. I hope he
I think
living in
they should
fear.
rip
Like,
off all his
damn.
toenails and rip off all his fingernails and like cut his tongue out and like yeah, shit like that. Yeah.
Damn, man.
Damn.
I'm
Damn, man.
serious. He almost unalived a fucking baby. Bad
That's
enough
some
he
So
already
African
took
most
Chinese
he
torture.
took he took an innocent woman. Like you understand what I'm saying? And then almost took her baby. Yeah, rip his fucking fingernails and toenails off. Pour honey on him and let bees eat him and shit. Fuck him.
That's some saw torture, some horror movie
Cut his
torture.
Let
ass
him get
all over the place and
tortured
pour
before he
alcohol on him.
get
Fuck him.
killed. Oops, unalive. Yup, torture his ass.
Mhm.
So
Millie,
usually
you feel me, right, Millie?
in situations like this, when other inmates find out what they're in for, and if a child is involved, they usually try to take
Put
care of them.
broomstick up his ass.
Yep.
Well, ain't nobody had a chance to even do nothing to him.
Because
Anyway,
he went
because
there with
remember I
Millie, they
told you
took him
from the
straight to
time he went in there,
PC.
right? He was in CP.
Yeah, and
Oh
they took him straight to
yeah.
protective custody.
Okay, so if he's in PC, he can't get conjugal. They won't even
Uh-huh.
let him if he's in
Yes, he
protect.
can.
It
No,
depends on the
that's
state.
when he had first went in. I don't know if he's in PC now.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking before this when they called him and he wasn't even sentenced or anything yet. They kept him in PC.
Well,
Oh,
now that he's been sentenced, he might not be in PC, but he might be in
general
what's it called? What's it called?
general population
No, not that one. The other, what's it
Seg-
called? Solitary.
segregation.
Solitary
Oh
confinement.
yeah, he's solitary confinement, which he did that interview because he feel like he shouldn't be in solitary confinement. And I'm like, no, keep his ass there, let him look at them walls, and he could think about every day and just see my daughter face till he want to just commit fucking suicide.
And I
Wait,
hope,
so
you know
he's
what? I
wait.
hope that
This is what I. Oh, go ahead, Bam. I'm
no, I
sorry.
was just gonna say, I hope that every inmate that has done that and do sit in solitary confinement, I hope they do think about that shit. I hope that the person I hope Nate haunts his ass every fucking chance she gets.
Well, let me ask a question. So he's in solitary confinement because the thing it's the words that you're saying that's making me think stuff because solitary confinement means that he did something in jail that
Mm-hmm.
landed him in solitary confinement.
Usually, if they
Protective
say they want to kill
custody.
themselves or something,
No,
they'll put
that's
you in solitary
Oh,
confinement.
they usually
no,
don't put
that's
them in there.
huh?
They
No, you
usually
have to do
don't.
no.
something. No,
They
you have
have
to
to
do
do
something in
something.
jail.
You have to do
Yeah.
something.
So usually, if you say you're gonna kill yourself, they'll put you in solitary confinement. Or if
Unless
you
he
get in a fight with
probably
another inmate or another inmate, they'll put you in solitary confinement.
scared for his life, so he probably made up something to be, because like you said, he don't know if somebody there probably saying shit, well, we know what he's here for, let's take him out. So he probably feel like shit, let me be in solitary confinement where I know I'll be safe.
Won't let him stay there forever because eventually well, has he already been is he transferred already to the prison, Millie, where he
Yes, he's
started
been
doing his
transferred
Look
sentence?
to
at
the
what
prison.
look at
Yes.
what Best Kim said.
Best Kim
Read Best.
said, get it, get a bill in your daughter's name. That way you can. Oh, okay.
And
And
if he's a street dude, I don't
Yeah,
know
you can
who this
spell by
person
yourself.
is. If
Yeah.
he's a street dude, he could have gave something up to get the position he's in now as well. He could have told somebody else in jail
Get a
or
bill.
outside. You understand what I'm saying? For him to get where he's at.
No, that fool's
Because
scared because he injured a child and a
no,
woman.
well, what I'm saying is if he's in the streets and he's affiliated with anything else, and he was like, look, if you do this, I tell you this, looking ass. Just
hmm.
to get that time as in protected custody or where he is right now. That's
That's
my
fine.
law and order. I think I'm Stabler and Bits and this shit. I'm law and order and shit.
Shout out to everybody that shared this
Mm.
live out. I'm
Yeah.
scrolling and all I see is this live. That's all I see.
Oh,
Everybody who shared this live out, shout out to motherfucking y'all.
shout out to y'all. Thank y'all.
Yep, shout out to y'all.
I'm talking about so many
The
people shared
Brew
this live. Shout the
Crew.
fuck out for real.
That's right. We're gonna continue to bring y'all wonderful, wonderful conversations. So
Absolutely.
Yep.
mhm.
Yeah, and thank you guys for coming back and to join us on a brewing crew. Since y'all want to do promotion and talk, let me be professional too. We took a break last week. It was Easter and stuff, and
Yeah,
we came right back with
Hip
Millie.
hop.
yeah. Came
That's
back.
what's called taking a
And
break.
now we know that it's gonna be a part two because we getting ready to
Well, you
investigate.
an asshole.
Yeah, that's true, John Frank. It do breaks their mental. That's why when they interview him, that's what they was basically saying. Him being in solitary confinement mess with their mental. But I want his mental to get messed with.
Wow.
I want it to get messed with to the point where he take his own life. I'm sorry. It is
Yeah,
what it is.
You
we
ain't
gotta
wrong
get
for
him.
that, Millie. You ain't wrong.
We gotta find out what's up with him for real.
Hey,
For
Joy,
real.
look, and then when you come back, at least you come back on some positive shit. We came back on some positive shit.
Yeah.
Period. Clock that T.
Clock that T.
We trying to change our lives, y'all.
That's Joy up
Change
here
our
with
YouTube lives, but the street keeps calling us.
the street
No,
keeps calling.
no. Mika and I are trying to change you hoes' lives. Y'all over here
Oh my
That's
telling me the
right.
God.
brother, the CEO look like this. I'm bending over to pick up a penny,
We trying
bitch.
to,
If you find a
yeah.
penny in
Jesus.
prison, you a lucky motherfucker.
John Frank said he did 5 days and it almost broke him.
Shit.
5 goddamn days. So could
Try
you
two
imagine
years.
doing 45 years? Shit.
Try two
Yeah.
years. Shit, 2 years
Some
was
people
enough.
got more than 45 years. Shit.
Thanks, the realist.
The really spoken.
The realest. Thank
Yeah,
you.
y'all can meet me and Joy in the chapel. We be reading the Bible.
Child, Joy gonna be
Period.
Joy gonna be pinned up on the way to the chapel.
I'll be reading my Bible.
Well, I'll be praying for her as I walk by because I'm not getting involved.
Joy gonna be working in daycare.
Yeah, thank you. Hello.
She gonna have the daycare inmates in her mama living room.
She
Not the mama living room.
Look,
gotta
don't
be
get mad at me
35
because
and over.
I get visits outside the prison. I get to be in my
Weekend
mama living
passes and
room.
shit. She get to go on field trips and shit.
Field trips to the yard.
Y'all can't be serious for nothing. This is ridiculous.
Joy
We
gonna
been
be in the
serious this
corner.
whole time. Mika.
Look now I want to get an attitude because y'all talking about me. Y'all can't be serious for nothing.
I
Millie,
just
this
see
was great.
Joy in the yard babysitting 35-year-old women.
Yeah, this was a great live. And we're gonna end it. So we
Oh,
we
oh,
we ready to end the
you about to
live or
end
what?
it. Yes,
Yes,
thank you for
ma'am.
Yeah.
ending the live because they out of control up here.
Thank you,
Joy, she's
Millie.
so.
Yeah. So we're gonna go out with a song. Renee,
I'm gonna go on mute.
continue
You
Thank
to
you,
rest
Thank
in
guys.
y'all. Love y'all,
peace.
ladies. Love
Wait,
y'all, chat.
Millie,
Drop
Forte.
purple
If y'all
hearts
could
in the
drop off purple heart, I was just about to
yes.
say that,
Drop
Millie.
purple hearts while we ending the live. Drop them purple hearts, y'all.
Let's go.
love y'all.
Truthy, you know you gotta go out with the.
What's the second one? I can't see it.
It's by Danny and Lizzie dancing in the sky.
Thank y'all for coming through and holding it down with us.
Don't forget to hit that
Y'all have
follow
a good
button
night.
on the app too.
Y'all have a good night and have a blessed weekend. Tell me what does it look like? That's it.
Yes, but it's going in and out.
I didn't. I paused it.
Oh,
Let
okay.
me try again. If it do it again, just let me know. In heaven, is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fear and your pain gone away? 'Cause here on earth feels like everything is the same since you left. And here on earth, everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky. I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know what they have. I've been so nice, oh, in heaven since you arrived. So tell me, what do you do up in heaven?
Are you days filled with love and light? Is there music? Is there art and invention? Tell me, are you happy? Are you more alive? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I've been so nights of living since you arrived. I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you sing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I've been some nights of living since you arrived, since you arrived.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Forever Nay. Good night.
Hi.
Bye, guys.
Good night.